All right, guys, welcome to Texas Gulf Surfer, episode number 19.
Man, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Jeff Dina Collier, Texas Surf Ambassador, man. Cool show all about surfing. Before we get started, man, let me introduce my co host. Man, he is high octane, he is energetic. King of Surfside, Austin Campbell, everybody.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff.
My
Our
man.
surf ambassador over here.
Yeah, my man, what's going on, my brother? Talk to me.
So, man, we no guest this week.
No guest?
We got some big stuff coming up this weekend. We're going to talk about. So,
We do, man.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about surf. What else are we going to talk about?
yeah. Well, there's been some pretty decent surf.
Has been, man.
You know, for sure. We definitely had been having some good guests on. We had John Jones last week, the legendary.
Man, that was a fun interview. But
Yeah.
what's been going on as far as surf up and down the coast, if you haven't been coming down, man, this, and for me personally, has been the most consistent June, Austin, that I've had in a bunch of years, man. I'm actually surfing. I surfed 3 or 4 or 5 times in the last week. Actually surfed today. It has not been big, I would say, in the swirly top range of 2 and 2.5, but it's been consistent. And as we do the up and down the coast, man, we're going to find out they've had some pumping waves down there. But
Yeah, it's been a pretty good June for not having any hurricanes. You know, I was talking to Chuck, the other day, and Chuck was saying that he used to
Right,
get,
right.
everybody knows Chuck, the
legendary Chucks.
Chuck Sinclair. So he said, there used to be always a bunch of good surf in June, but it was always from storms.
Right.
And so I was like, well, luckily we haven't had any storms, but the surf's been decent. It hadn't been hurricane surf, but man, I had some good waves. I think a lot of people had some good surf last week. Everybody was coming in the shop. I was busy.
Yeah.
I had a lesson to do on Friday. Last Friday it was real good.
You're right.
And then Sunday, matter of fact, Friday, I just want to put this out there.
Uh-oh, here we go, guys. Here we go.
I had a couple pretty good waves, and I did get a thumbs up from Molly.
Man, that's hard, man. If you
So
get props from her, man,
I'm
that's
just saying, we might have to get her on here and confirm
great.
that.
No,
but-
we're hoping and we're reaching out to
but-
Molly Ware real soon. She's going to be hopefully our next female
But
guest.
yeah, no, it was some good surf out there. There was a bunch of
No, listen,
bunch of
my
people-
sources told me you were sighted out there, getting some good waves, sharing them, and doing your styling thing. So,
Yeah,
man,
it was
that's
pretty good.
man, that's good, man.
It was pretty fun. So it's always good. We had had another lesson
Yes,
with our little protege from Alvin.
good, man.
So
Good. So-
Alice, that's her name, Alice.
Good,
Look
good.
out for her at TGSA. She's coming.
Can't wait to
Um,
have her, man. Get her in some of those Morgan Faulkner surf camps and some of those little contests to get her ready for that.
Oh yeah. We're
be great.
working on it. She's gonna be in the contest. But yeah, the surf's been good. You got some surf too?
Yeah, I've been surfing real consistently lately, and fun, longboardable, and fun. Water's great. The summer is in full swing down here. Tourists having a great time. Everything a good time down here on the island. Let me ask you this: give me the forecast for my surfing future.
So what I looked at is it looked like there was going to be some okay surf for the foreseeable future. Some okay, what did I say? Okay, decent surf.
You mean kind of like this consistent sort of wind swell thing?
Yeah, we're
what
getting some,
kinda getting?
some knee. It looks like, we're going to kind of trade who's going to have the bigger surf with Corpus and Port Aransas and areas, depending on where the swell's coming from.
Right.
But yeah, it looks like, nothing real great, but it's, been cleaner from in Surfside. It's been cleaner by the jetties, but then
Right.
maybe a little bit bigger down by the A-frames. Although, it looks like Monday, looked like
Good.
the A-frames were pretty good.
Yes, it was. It was, and consistent and fun. And man, everybody's having a really good time. But as we go up and down the coast, we're going to find, man, we'll start right in Galveston. Man, it has not been flat there. They have had a pretty good, consistent little run of waves as well in Galveston. And I'm going to read you some stuff from Papa Hop, the legend himself.
Papa Hop.
Brett Hopkins, man, give us some good information on what's happening in Galveston. And some of this will not surprise you at all. But here it is right for Papa Hop, man. The surf has been thigh to waist high every day with a few fun days. It's definitely been a hot summer. 91st Street had numerous shark sightings, mostly in the 3 to 5 foot range. K-Hop, which is Kyle Hopkins, very good surfer, and that's one of Brett's sons, and I both saw a 4-footer feeding between the bars. Well, Galveston truly lost a legend. This is sad news. Joe Flores passed away in Galveston, well-known surfer. He did
Yeah.
he was a curator of Yaga.
Yeah. I
Remember
know
that?
Yep, for sure. Yaga's, man, everybody, that was pretty popular back in the
Very,
day.
very much. He went on to open restaurants and bars and shops, and he did a Ocean Rhythms. I don't remember that, but that was back, I believe, with Bob Martin and a team, Ocean Rhythms, Hurricane Surf Team in the 80s. So he will be sorely missed. Mr. Flores, Joe Flores, passed away.
Man. Definitely Galveston legend. They always had the Yaga store down there.
Yeah, but man, isn't it funny how it doesn't matter how big of a local you are, when the men in the gray suits show up with the rows of teeth, man, they just clear a crowd pretty quickly. So I'm not surprised that this time of year with the water clarity is as nice as it is. To see sharks, I don't think
Somebody got.
I don't like it.
There was somebody who I forgot who it was, but said over in was it Quintana that they got hit by.
Yeah, I heard that too.
It was like fighting the shark off or something like that. I think he said it was over there.
Jeez,
so over at the
man.
queue. So yeah,
yes.
yeah. There's definitely been some out there. I mean, they're out there. I try not to think about it too much.
No, man, a lot of notable locals riding waves around here, man.
We saw some good. Man, saw some people getting some good surf. Of course, Briars was out there. He was getting some good waves. Of course, I said Molly was out there. She's always
Chris
getting
has
good.
just gotten good style, doesn't
Yep.
he? He's just like one of them classic longboard kind of guys.
He's good skater too. So yeah. There was a bunch of people out there, man. We had some, man. It's always a good little group on. If you hit it early in the morning, get everybody, all those guys that are always there early.
Yeah. Okay, man. Here, I'm going to read a little something from Gaines Burns, our correspondent down in South Padre Island, Texas. And also Jacob Burks is telling me, man, it is on fire down there. Very consistent serve. All kinds of people coming down there, hundreds of thousands of visitors, and it's just going off. What Gaines is saying the past couple of weeks, it's been going up and down, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, very consistent. They had a really good weekend with International Surf Day, several groups giving free lessons such as 77 Surf Native, Island Native, SBI Sessions. Isn't that cool, man, on International Surf Day that they were giving free lessons out? Man, that's a way to spread the joy right there.
Yeah, no, that's
right?
nice, man. They had a good, it looked like they had some good things going on in different places. The International Surf, the Surf Museum had a pretty good turnout that day, too. They had a big thing going on International Surf Day.
Man, and check this out at the jetties down there at South Padre Island. The boys were in the water, man. Johnny Bear, John McDonald, Martin Northness, Mike Fitzpatrick, David Peter, Ray Benavides, and Julie Miller, man. Those locals, when it gets fun down there, they just go off. Good people, man. Good people, South Padre Island.
Yeah, when it gets big there, I mean, of course, they're getting, they're getting some almost like where it's the swells coming across the whole Gulf, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost open ocean swells.
Man, I didn't know at SPI Sessions, man, they do. I think you mentioned it before, Austin. Jet skis, kayaks, paddleboarding, man, they're pretty
Right. She was doing
multifaceted.
some stuff in the bay, some bay tours and stuff like that. So
that is really cool. And then we touched base with our shirtless wonder boy, Stefan Lewis, man. Don't you just love that guy? High energy, super tuned in.
Sorry, I have my shirt on.
Yes,
I messed it up for you guys.
Yeah, you want our ratings to go down? Let me take my shirt off. No, here's the deal, man. Stefan's such a cool guy, and he updated me on some stuff. North Pack, which is short for North Packery Channel in Corpus Christi, Texas. Dude, man, they say it has been so consistent, like literally Shark Park in Florida, every day, waves and waves and waves. A very high caliber of surfing is going down there in Corpus Christi. It's been super consistent, and it's expected to do kind of like what we're doing, just with that sort of southerly, southeasterly pattern, and they're getting real consistent waves there. Yeah.
No, it's been a good June for sure, man. We definitely had some good
man.
surf, man. There's been people down here. We've been busy. The whole island's kind of busy, pumped up, and there's new stuff going on here. Got the little new grocery store opened up. New restaurant coming, all kinds of stuff there. So, and then like Galveston's got all kinds of stuff going on too. Did you hear there was supposed to be like the Pleasure Pier got bought by Six Flags?
No way, really? So Tillman sold the pier?
Yeah, our buddy Tillman sold the
man.
pier. Yeah, he called me and asked me first. I told him it was a good.
Your buddy.
I told him it was a good business deal. I said you should go for it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well,
but yeah, I saw that Six Flags bought the pleasure
That
pier.
is weird.
So it's fixing to be. There's some things going down around here. So.
I'm hoping that Tillman Fertitta will do a guest celebrity appearance at the Texas Surf Museum ribbon cutting for Galveston Shapers exhibit, and that is coming up on the 29th. Me and Austin will be there. We're going to be doing a live podcast. It is going to be really cool. Come out there and support the Texas Surf Museum and get your chance to come on this show. You don't have to listen to us, man. You're going to get a chance to do it right here, man. I'm going to put the headset on you. Come Texas Surf Museum. You will be a podcast person. Promise you.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah.
Yeah,
So there's
fun,
definitely been a lot going on. Surfside, Galveston, they're building a lot of stuff. So it's everything's getting bigger. But yeah. So anyways, that's one of the things we want to talk about as far as for our biggest topic we want to talk about really today is going to be that event we're going to have at the Texas Surf Museum.
That is in Galveston, Texas.
That's coming up this Saturday. So it's going to be Saturday, June 28th.
Yes.
And
yes.
Man, it's going to be a good time. So in fact, I just talked to Al. He was kind of getting talking about some of the guys that were going to be there. So the main thing is come out and
yes,
get a membership. It's ribbon cutting ceremony for the Galveston Shapers exhibit. So there's going to be all those lots of those guys are going to show up there. I think it sounded like Terry Davis was going to be out there.
Yes.
And if he's out there, we're definitely getting him on.
I currently have one of his boards.
Yeah. Terry's a great shaper. We got one for sale in here too. If anybody's looking for Terry Davis, we got one in here.
Dude, that guy's ageless. I saw him surfing the other day.
Yeah.
He's like a 21-year-old surfer. Just sort of does it all, man. It's unbelievable.
No,
Terry's a really good
Terry's
surfer,
a great surfer. So the they're gonna have snacks. They're gonna have free beer. Of course, it's gonna cost $20 to get in.
Worth it
for non-members, and if you're a member, then it's gonna be free. And the thing is, the membership for a year is only $25.
Right.
So if you come to the door, get your membership while you're there, or you can go online. You can go to the.
Do it before you get there.
I think you can go to the Texas Surf Museum website.
Oh, most certainly. I'm sure you can go on there and
sign join. So
and you can donate money, and you can get involved with that. It's they're a nonprofit, and they need all the help they can get, and it is really important to keep our legacy of this surf museum going.
Yeah, I like right now they're going to do the Galveston exhibit, right? So they're going to have some of the shapers that kind of were based out of Galveston, right? So there's going to be, of course, Fulbright, Bob Martin, I think
Stevie Raballo,
Rebellis is going to be there, and then I think, like I said, Terry's going to be there, and there's plenty of other guys can't think of right now, right off the. But
there's such a long list that have come out of that.
Right.
Seawall City, man. I'm telling you.
So I think that it's going to be big there, and then of course fundraising. There's going to be door prizes.
So we're
going to have some door prizes going on. There's going to be a raffle for a surfboard.
A tipster, from what I'm hearing.
So it should be a good time, and lots of good things are given away. We'll be there live. Our plan is 11 to 2 to be live, but
right.
We'll see what happens. Maybe it goes a little longer. If whatever. They're going to be the event goes on all day.
Right.
From the time they open. I think they open at 10 maybe.
Right. So 11 to 2, come in. That's when you can see us and hang out and kind of be cool. And we're going to take pictures and have a fun time. We're going to eat, drink. We're going to raise our glass to the Sportive Kings surfing, man. I'm pumped on it. I'm looking forward to it, man. I like to get together. You get to see faces and people, brush some shoulders with some legends that have been over there for a long, long time. And I like that, man. I have a great appreciation for our history in the upper Texas coast and kind of how we evolved and got here to this day,
Yeah, and they're going to change. They're going to do the Galveston exhibit, and then they're going to have so over the years, or over each year, they're going to have different exhibits. That's the cool thing about it.
That is cool.
Changes. So
they're changing stuff. I like that. It keeps it fresh.
Yeah. So they're going to have all the different over the years. You're going to see all the different shapers. So there's going to be all kinds of different events. And the thing is if you're a member, you get to get into those events for free.
Yeah, you just show up. You're a member, and you show up and get to see all the different things. So they do change it now. They're always.
In fact, they just had an event for. They just had an event for International Surf Day, and if you remember, you came in and got in free, got in all the good stuff. So you're supporting history.
It is, and you go and look at their sponsorship page. Literally every recognizable restaurant and business in Galveston supports them and donates money to them and sponsors them, and that is really cool. I really am proud of the city of Galveston, the way they've embraced that surf museum, and from all businesses, not just the surfers and surfer industry. It's been restaurants and bars, and just everybody gets behind them. So I'm pumped about that, man.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good thing.
So man, we're right in the midst of summer, and the sun is blistering, man, blistering hot. Man, I was out there, and I'm embarrassed to say I only made an hour and 15 minutes, and I had on a rash guard, had my hat on, some sunscreen, and I just fried up. I wasn't properly hydrated, but I made it about an hour, 15 minutes and a half. Caught a bunch of waves. This brings me to the topic that we want to talk about: sunscreen. It's Austin is going to know a whole lot more about sunscreen than I do. Thus, I can tell you.
I mean, you know, it's a big thing for surfers.
Thing, man.
You know,
It is.
I mean, because we're out there. Some guys are all covered up. Some some guys and gals are all covered up, and some of us are want to wear a rash guard. Some don't want to wear a rash guard. So I'll say this.
It's our war paint.
Yeah, and I mean they call it a rash guard. It's really a sun guard, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it
protecting you from the sun more,
really is.
more than the rash usually. So,
Because I'm on a mission. Remember an episode or so ago, I said I'm on an epic mission to find the right sunscreen.
when you're using
And
sunscreen,
you're my guru
you're
to take
usually
me there.
just putting sunscreen on your face
That's what I
because
you're
you're using a rash guard. A lot of people out there, even in the
Right,
summertime,
right.
in the summertime, a lot of people are wearing a long sleeve rash guard, to cover
I do.
to cover the sun. So I know, and I was just talking to Rick. I think I was just talking to Rick the other day.
Rick Morris.
Yeah, Ricky, and we were talking about sunscreen, and I was like, man, I don't ever put any on my chest because I don't want to slide around on my board when I'm paddling.
No.
Right? You're gonna get greasy. I try to wear a rash guard, but sometimes I'd rather just go out there just with my board shorts, paddle out. The other day, kind of good story leading into our topic is I had a surf lesson. It was 8 o'clock in the morning surf lesson, and I got out there about 7 something to do a little surfing first.
Okay.
And I got out there and I had my hat, but I forgot my rash guard, and so I was just like, I just go out. I've got a pretty good farmer's tan from always wearing my rash guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty dark, where you can see, but my covered up a lot because I'm out there giving lessons. So.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have it on. I gave, surf for a little bit, 30 minutes or so. Put sunscreen on my face really good. Actually, the sunscreen we're going to talk about. I put it on my face pretty good. Surfed for 30, 45 minutes, came back in, did the lesson for an hour. No rash guard. I don't think I put more on my face after, before the lesson. Did the lesson, about, 45-minute lesson or so. Went and put some more on my face, paddled back out, no rash guards, surfed for about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And man, my back, I was pretty toasted. Like, my chest, my back, my arms, I was pretty red. My face, however, was not sunburned at all. Right.
Right.
So I was out there for roughly, I don't know, 8:30. I was up there from about 7:30 to about 12:30.
Right.
And put sunscreen on my face twice. Never burned my face, but my back, of course, I didn't put anything on the back or the chest or anything, so I was sunburned pretty good. So we know for a fact the sunscreen worked, right?
Well,
it worked good. I put it on, and it was in the water for a long time, but it stayed on pretty good.
Well, isn't that the goal?
Right.
I mean, it's to protect our faces because we have equipment to protect our bodies with rash guards and things like that, but skin cancer is legit, and everybody, especially as you get older, man, we're getting things plucked off us and going to the dermatologist. I recommend everybody go to a dermatologist. It will not hurt, but wear sunscreen, reapply. But my thing, what I said a few episodes ago, is my problem is like if I put on just run-of-the-mill sunscreen and it's greasy or it's got a film to it, and then, and I tell myself I'm going to paddle out and I will never touch my face. Well, I touch my face every time because the salt water gets in my eyes. Then I'm going like that, and then I'm just, and I inadvertently touch my face. Now I put it where? Right on the rail of my board, which is where I slip. And look
Yeah,
like
I mean,
an
I
idiot.
think some of this stuff is more.
I want something tacky. So tell me about this stuff.
So
I'm open to anything, as long as it's just not greasy.
So what we have here, and one of the things too is you're putting stuff on your face, right?
Right.
So do you want it to have a bunch of like, bad chemicals in it? Have you ever put some spray sunscreen on your hand and then put it on your face and it burned your face?
Yeah.
So that's because you don't want to put that stuff on your face.
Gotcha.
So what we have, and I got approached by a company that's made in Texas.
Oh yes.
So that's important. So it's called Sun Potions with an S.
Local.
And they got a couple different. See, this one is their clear zinc, and this one they call their sunny days. And it's a little darker, and then this one they call their magic hour, and it's a little bit darker, right? And they have different shades or whatever. You can have clear or whatever. So, one of the things is it's not greasy. It has all natural ingredients in it, so it's real. All the ingredients are real good. It's made Texas, so it's made locally in Texas.
Okay.
And I mean, we have some bad sun in Texas. We have some pretty rough sun in Texas.
Do.
So
this is $19.95 for a jar of this stuff. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but it comes in several different, I guess, pigments or colors.
Right. That one's the clear.
That's the clear.
And the thing is it goes on. It's not super greasy. On your face. So it's yeah.
Okay, so man, you are right. It's
kind of like paste. It's kind of more pasty. And they don't have it. It only comes in these tins right here. They don't have it in any other like face sticks or anything like that. So
yeah, it doesn't. This does not feel near as greasy. Okay, so I'm in so far. I'm in.
And it's face or body. You could put it.
Because I think we've all been caught in the trap where we're just going to go into CVS or Walgreens and we're going to grab whatever kind of banana boat stuff is there. And I've done it and I'm guilty of it. And I don't know if it's any good, but I use it because I'm scared to death of skin cancer.
And see this one.
And so now I'm going to find the right stuff.
Right there. And it's kind of matches your.
This is pretty cool, guys.
Something like that. So.
Look at that. Matches. It's got a cool little smell to it, and it is not. I'm trying to visualize if I had a little bit on my board. No, I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty good stuff. There's some other brands out there that are kind of similar, but one of the main reasons that one of the main reasons that we liked it is because it's made in Texas, and that all the ingredients were like you could read them.
Okay, guys, there it is, man. Sun Potions, man, made in Texas, the Lone Star State. I'm buying some of this. I'm going to try it. I'm going to report back to you guys and tell you how I like it.
So, let me read the ingredients to you.
Please do.
Non-nano zinc oxide, organic shea butter, organic cocoa butter, organic mango butter, organic jojoba oil, organic sunflower oil, iron oxide, and mica.
Man, it's almost making me hungry what you're reading to me.
So it's all, like I said, and they actually have, I think they have two more colors. I think they have one that's maybe a little bit lighter and a little bit darker. I just got their three most popular ones right now. So
it's got a very nice smell.
Yeah, like I said, it's good. A lot of that stuff you find in some of the department stores. If you read the ingredients, they're going to have all kinds of,
I like this. Sunny days.
Dioxides and stuff like that.
Oh, no, I don't need any of that on my face. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, man, Sun Potions made in Texas. You can get it right here in the surf station.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys know this or not. Right here, you can get everything from a 10-foot tube to a fin screw right here in this shop, man. Come see Austin Campbell. It's a cool little place, man.
Yeah, that's true, man. We got it all. We got new boards.
Yeah.
Used boards and custom boards. Matter of fact, KP's back there working on some boards, and
yes, he is. The glass master.
Yeah. KP's back there. Dougie's back there.
Dougie Tanaka.
Yeah, you're working on it. And unfortunately, who else is back there?
No, not again. We ran out of time.
Yeah, our boy Matt's back there, but it looks like we ran out of time because we got to start getting ready for this weekend.
He drives in here from Austin, Texas every week, and we just bloody flat run out of time. But he's back there eating Hostess cupcakes.
But hey, we're gonna get ready and get stoked.
Sorry, Matt, love you, bro.
And get ready for the surf museum, and we'll see y'all there.
On the 28th, be there next Saturday, please, man. Come out there and support us. Love everybody. Peace.
All right, y'all take it easy.
Bye bye.